Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. So, on a day with a lot of twos in the date, did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
You know, this would have worked better if it was Tuesday, but it is Thursday.
Yes.
As a Thursday crossword, what do you think?
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a great Thursday crossword.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you say?
I sort of had to figure out what was going on with the theme.
Uh-huh.
And I eventually sort of figured it out, but I found it a little hard, a little tough going in various sectors of the puzzle. But I managed to persevere.
Very good. Very good. I didn't really know what was going on with the theme at all. But then after I got it all done and I looked back, I'm like, oh, that was extremely clever.
Well, for most of them, it made sense. For one of them, I really didn't understand what they were doing. Why don't you talk about the theme and then I'll raise my questions.
Okay. Well, there were, 5 themed answers, and they were just one or two words, and they were all in capital letters, and it just didn't seem to make any sense whatsoever. But anyway, the first one was medals, like medals you would be awarded. And the answer was Emmy Awards. Well, if you look at the first 2 letters of medals, it's Emmy. So you got Emmy Awards.
Well, now just want to verify on your puzzle. Did you see the first 2 letters in bold?
Well, actually, I am looking on my phone since I am in a remote location.
I gather.
And yes, they are highlighted.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing them highlighted on my computer screen, but they are highlighted on my phone.
Okay, good. Because, I mean, I think that's an important part. Otherwise, I think it would be hopeless, and the theme you wouldn't even see the theme.
Right, Well, the next one was 24 across, Gobi Desert, with the G-O highlighted, and the answer was geolocation. So, Gobi Desert is a geolocation. So, and then we had 36 across, say what, with the S-A highlighted, and the answer was essay, question. And then we had 48 across, Neolith, and the answer was any old thing, so kind of N-E old thing, any old thing. Neolith, which would be an old thing. And then finally, the last one was rummy, and that was R-U highlighted, and the answer was are you game? So I thought that was just very clever how they worked the first 2 letters in, the phonetic aspect of the first 2 letters in each clue were in the answer to the clue.
And there were some interesting answers here.
I thought there were some great clues, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What were your favorites?
Well, the one that really kind of tripped me up was 38 down, catchphrase for Moviedom's International Man of Mystery. And I thought that was like, a real spy, or, that I thought maybe that was something more serious, but it turns out it was Austin Powers, right?
Right.
He's the one who says, "Oh, behave."
Yep.
So that was the answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had that not too long ago. But
yes.
Anyway, so yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, and let's see, I liked 11 down. Young male lover informally was a boy toy. And then I did not know 1 down, but it was cold beverage popularized at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, iced tea. I thought, really? We've only had iced tea since 1904? I did not know that.
Well, it was popularized then. Perhaps it was in existence prior to.
Well, could be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping the World's Fair was in summer, because otherwise
I believe it was.
it probably would have been really easy to make iced tea in winter. Just put it outside. Yeah, I had one across, confident claim I can. And so I had the I, and so I thought, well, it's got to be ice something. And I decided iced tea would fit the bill, and it did.
Yep.
5 across was funny. Tootsie Treat, Petty.
That's right, yeah.
I was
That took me a while.
Yeah, I thought,
put roll.
Yes, I thought roll, and then I thought Pops.
That's right.
I didn't know what to make of it, but I guess this is Tootsie as in the old movie.
No, that's Tootsie as in a foot.
Oh, okay.
Tootsies.
Sorry, wrong Tootsie. Well, I'm doing really well today. Let's see if there's anything at all that I understand. 9 across enclosed rhyme scheme was ABBA, A-B-B-A.
Right.
And I put that down, not, it's like, okay, the B's are enclosed in the A's, so I guess that works, and it did.
Yeah, and that crossed with 12 down, foul shot following a basket in hoops lingo. And I know this. It's and one. So, because we just had that not too long ago either.
Right, and I completely forgot that as well, so I had to sort of work for it. It didn't help that for me was 16 across. 16 across was godsend, and I had hero, but it turned out to be boon.
Right,
And of course, I didn't know 19 across. That was Cheers bartender Woody Boyd.
Yeah, I didn't know that was his name.
I didn't know his first name was Woody.
Well, I mean, the actor who played him was named Woody Harrelson. But I didn't know that his name was, the character's name was Boyd. I just didn't know that. So, interesting.
So wait, so Woody was the name of the actor, but Boyd was the name of the character?
I believe so, yeah.
We seem to be sort of jumping across contexts when they do that. But be that as it may, 22 across, irritated was got to. That was sort of tricky, I thought.
Right, yes. Yes.
Of course, I found the theme tricky, so don't just disregard anything I say here. 21 across, baseball pitcher's feet informally was no-no.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Is that
I'm assuming that means no hitter, but I've never heard that language before.
I thought it might mean no hits, no runs.
Well.
And then they just left off the word runs and hits.
If there's no hits, there's not going to be a run unless you would walk in a run. You would get 4 walks, I don't know.
They just wanted to emphasize the fact that there were no scores. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's like no injuries, no crowd. I guess that wouldn't be much of a pitcher's feat.
Maybe no walks, no
hits, no walks, no hits.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look that one up.
Okay.
I liked 65 across. Self-images was tats.
Yes.
So.
And that was that first tee marked the end of 43 down. Buns, Patoot.
Patoot, yes.
See, I only knew it based on Warner Brothers cartoons as Patootie.
Yeah, me too.
I did not know that that it was actually a Patoot.
I did not know it was called that either. And of course, I read the clue, buns, and I immediately put an S at the end because it was plural. But that made it patoots, which was not right.
Right.
but yeah, I'd never heard that word either. I always heard it as patootie.
Another one that I found perplexing, 25 down, lover of Eurydice in opera, Orfeo.
Yes. And I looked that up because I thought it was Orpheus. But it could also be what they had here, or where is that? Which one was that?
25 down.
25 down, yeah, Orfeo. Yeah, it was just another version of Orpheus's name, Orfeo.
It has shown up a total of 31 times. First appeared in 1958, role in Gluck opera, and it's been pretty much clued to an opera ever since. I think they should have a delicious cookie where an F fell in. That could be how they could break that cycle. But
I also like 33 down. Zippo was squat.
Yes.
That's certainly a Zippo, squat.
I ran in trouble with 47 across, Spain's longest river, the Ebro.
Yeah, that's where I kind of ended up because I had no idea.
See, because 42 down was that'll show ya, and I had see here as opposed to, and I thought it sounds a little off, but I'm like, okay, whatever. But it was so there.
Right.
Compounding my problem, so I didn't know Ebro. I also didn't know 54 across. Scientia potentia blank. Knowledge is power. And in retrospect, I should have said est, so that would have gotten me the there. But, so I
figured it had to be est because scientia is knowledge and I guess potentia is power.
Sure, yeah.
So I thought the third, if it's science is power, then the third blank would have to be est because that's is, right?
Well, this is in Latin, right?
Right.
So,
I don't know Latin, but I've seen enough Latin that I know est is.
Well, a means is in French, but usually I try and change it a little bit when going from French to Latin. I figured the authors of the creators of the language would as well. But all right. Well, I think that's probably it for the crossword. But we do have a bit of listener mail.
Oh.
And this is from Izzy, and it's titled Triplet Tuesday. Good morning, Gene and Mike. I have no results to give. I listened to Mike blaze through the Triplet Tuesday, but I was watching from the proverbial sidelines. Good job, Mike. Good thing I didn't try it today. I'm going back in your archives with this comment, but it is dire information and not trivial in the least, so I had to share. Last week, or maybe over the weekend, there was a clue you discussed regarding a faux pas in Buffalo with their famous buffalo wings. Ranch was the answer. The reason? Blue cheese. Blue cheese dressing is what wing purists eat with their wings. Eating wings with ranch is the Buffalo NY version of eating red meat with white wine or something along those lines. Okay. And then he says, that's all. Thanks per usual for the daily shows, Izzy. Well, thank you for that, Izzy. That's quite interesting.
Very. Now we know.
Right. As a vegetarian, I'll probably never commit that faux pas, but it's still good background knowledge just in case. And,
definitely.
And quite right, it is dire information, so glad you brought it to our attention.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. All right, well, that is it for today. So thanks, everyone, for listening. Hope you're enjoying these podcasts. We'll be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow, a.k.a. Friday's crossword. See, I got it right this time. Tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.